r/AskReddit, who is an instant red flag for a movie? James Corden. Steven Seagal. Stock gay man character that is there to only assist and live vicariously through the straight female lead. If it is released in the first few weeks of January. It's known in the film industry as dumpooery because studios expect the big Christmas releases to still be dominating at the box office, so they only put out stuff they know wouldn't do well anyway. Obviously there are exceptions, but look at the first weekend of January for any recent year, and you'll see so much garbage. Since nobody else went for the easy answer, I will. Amy Schumer. If Melissa McCarthy is in it, that's a non-starter. When it starts with Asylum logo. Michael Bay. The movie will be 110% special effects, minus 10% everything else. It has a superhero in it. The Rock. If the trailer basically shows the entire plot, there probably won't be much substance there / If you can't remember the main character's name at the end. For me it's Will Ferrell. It wasn't so back in the 90s, but goddamn, anything with Steven Seagal nowadays. How many people know what the word who means? Steven Seagal. Tyler Perry. If I see Gerard Butler on this list, I'm gonna fight someone. You can tell within the first 10 minutes if the acting / script is bad. Usually the female characters will be archetypes and have no internal motivations to decipher. Shia LaBeouf, if he still does movies. Adam Sandler. I don't need another man-child movie. Jared Leto. Disney. Rob Schneider. If Uwe Boll was even in the same city when it was filmed. Also, Zack Snyder has a pretty awful track record, though his isn't intentional. When it contains an actor who is publicly a vile piece of shit and was made after they were publicly known as a vile piece of shit. If the trailer is re-released multiple times, and each time frames it as a different genre. It shows that nobody really knows what this movie even is, or how to market it. It's a signifier that maybe they showed the film to test audiences, who disliked it, and they had to re-edit / shoot it into an entirely different film last minute. And if they have time to go through multiple iterations of trailers, it means the advertising campaign started super early and they're trying to hype it up because they know it won't do well. The most recent example of this for me was Bullet Train. First the trailer came out YAI before it was released and showed it as a typical action movie. Then, damn near a year later, I saw a different trailer for it as a quirky comedy. I had no interest in watching it, but my mom wanted to have a family movie night and really wanted to watch it, and holy fuck I did not like that movie. I may have been biased because of the aforementioned red flags, but I found it borderline unwatchable and cringy. Anything with Tom Cruise. I mean, I know acting is his job, but all I ever see is Tom Cruise pretending to be someone. He never transforms into the character, as far as I am concerned. Theatrical release in January or February. Marky Mark. Charisma black hole and super fucking racist. Ezra Miller. Written, produced, and directed by Neil Breen. J-Lo. Time travel as a way to fix a problem, it's always lazy writing. If time travel is the main point of the movie, e.g. Back to the Future, it's fine. Getting hyped up in memes. Viral marketing. I've been burned by the meme train once or twice. Aquafina. It has a long list of actors / actresses in it. Usually presented in a snappy format or to music. Lately. Marvel. I'm not trying to be edgy or a smart ass, but they need to take a break. How can I miss you if you don't go away? It would be something else if the stuff they made wasn't with B players. I'm fine waiting for the X-Men, and watching the occasional Spider-Man. Whenever a character confidently says, "What could possibly go wrong?" Cue the chaos and catastrophe in 3, 2, 1. If you see the same name more than 3 times on the credits, like produced, directed, written by Archa Bowler, director of photography Archa Bowler, screenplay by Archa Bowler. As O.J. Simpson once said after he killed Nicole, I look out eyes. Channing Tatum, The Rock, and Will Ferrell. Advertised on a bus stop, one of the cheapest way to get the message out. Overhyped is another for me. When a character asks a question and answers it right after, like bruh, why even ask the question? Once upon a time, it's straight to home release. It's different now with streaming, but skipping a theatrical release was certainly a red flag. This was especially true if it parasitizing and better pictures release. Sequel to a movie you've never heard of. Adjusted for newer generations, kills every desire. Zack Snyder. It says directed by M. Night Shyamalan anywhere on the poster. Who's starring in it? Bad celebrity acting. Hyperbolic quotes from critics displayed in huge, bold fonts. And the critics' names, which you've never heard of anyway, displayed in tiny, barely readable fonts. Starring Carrot Top. Box office poison. Wanda Sykes. If it was produced after like 2015 with few exceptions. Steven Seagal. When they try to make the trailer way too epic. I don't really know how else to describe it, but you might see something like this. Swelling orchestral music. Slow zoom on characters. Everyone is in slow motion, and looks surprised or disturbed. A main character says something banal in voiceover, like the only way we can proceed. Fade to rapid fire cut of random explosions and people looking sad. All stop. Fade into main character in real time. They finish their sentence with something incredibly vapid, like is to try. Boom. Massive orchestral hit. Explosions in slow motion. People running in slow motion. People looking sad in slow motion. People seeking vengeance in slow motion. Slow zoom in on vaguely inspirational quote. Repeat for 3 minutes. It's a turn-off and makes me instantly skip the trailer. Michael Cera. Christian Slater. Time travel. Edit. In modern movies. I hate it. It's a lazy mechanic to do whatever you want and magically go back and fix it. Marvel. Backwards on the highway car chases. 200 pounds action hero with guns, boots, and gear sneaking through an air duct. Chinese and old Soviet movies probably has a lot of red flags in them. Kathleen Kennedy. Morgan Freeman. Politically correct plot or remake. Friend group with one of each race, except white, plus a gay/trans in there as well. Sorry, but fuck no. Produced by the Weinstein Company, or directed by Victor Salva immediately come to mind. The trailer has husky male voiceover and lots of explosions. A colon in the title. It's a romance. Any of the Chris's. Jared Leto, Zack Snyder, The Rock, Jason Statham, Vin Diesel. When you hear it's coming soon, something seems familiar about it, then you realize you first heard about it being in production something like 4 years ago. Covet aside, being stuck in development hell often means they're trying to polish a turd. Marvel. They put down a single gender to make the other gender seem better. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Marvel. From the maker of The Sixth Sense. Anything with Tom Cruise. Jack Black. No white male leads, LOL. If you like horror, then Blumhouse has been a big red flag in recent years. Edit. Downvoters, please name me a good Blumhouse film from the last 5 years. With all due respect, Sylvester Stallone. Nicolas Cage. Lots of good films ruined. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe to never miss an upload.